Hello.
Are you AI?
No, I'm definitely real. This is me. I could stand up and dance. My dog right here, like, eh, I'm real, 100%. You want me to stand up? You don't believe me?
Nah, you don't gotta. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do this though?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's real, man. Yeah, it's all tangible.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah,
I fuck with it.
thank you, man. Appreciate it. I mean, also, if you do fuck with it, if you maybe let me give my spiel, if you'd want to participate in my little podcast I'm hosting here.
What's the worst that can happen? Okay.
Kind of, in a sense. It's basically just a what's the worst pod is just a judgment-free conversation where you just tell me what's the worst going on with you specifically if you want to participate, and I hold space and listen, or just share some perspective, make you feel lighter at the end of the conversation. But again, some people don't want to get that deep on social media. Completely understand. I just keep it rolling.
The worst going on with me in my life?
Uh, Again, it's subjective, right? Some people say, they spilled their milk, it's bad. Some people say they got in a car accident, their house burned down, somebody passed away recently, whatever it may be. And just as kind of like a humanitarian experiment that I'm doing, where I talk to strangers like yourself and catalog these things online for other people that feel like they're lost, they're struggling, or whatever it may be, and they just feel like there's no one they can speak up to. Especially when we live in a world too where like men are very machismo, like they're not confident to be able to express feelings and emotions, and I like to try to find the contrast that actually everything you've been perceived is not actually the reality.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Wow. That's deep.
Yes, sir. Is that good or bad? I can't tell.
Oh, no. I thought you was gonna say something. But yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I also like your glasses, by the way. I just want to say, so just in case we don't do anything, your glasses are really nice.
Okay. Oh, I mean, thank you. Yeah.
No problem, man. No
Yeah.
problem.
Did you want me to say something though?
It depends. Did you want to participate in that? Just let me know what's the worst to you right now.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah, it's a simple thing of what's the worst, and then I just listen, because some people too nowadays don't have people to vent to. Sometimes people don't have the money to go to therapy and things like that. Again, I'm not a therapist by any means, but again, I can just listen, and sometimes just letting it out makes things a lot better.
That's what's up. The worst thing that's going on with me right now is I'm doing a documentary on social media, and the documentary is about beauty and stuff like that. And I walk up to people and I ask them what's their experience like being ugly, and a lot of people don't know that they ugly. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
And it kind of hurt me a little bit because when I do it, it's like I want to be able to have people who don't meet the beauty criteria and like who won't be able to be these type of models, or they won't be able to be these type of actresses or actors because of how they look.
Mhm.
And I want them to own that they don't look like that, and I want them to own that they are ugly, so they'll know, all right, being ugly, I have these certain paths in my life that's gonna work for me. I can't be on the beautiful side. You know what I'm saying? And the way I do that is by interviewing people I think that's ugly, while also letting them know that I'm ugly too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And people just not understanding the purpose. And it hurts. It hurts a little bit.
It hurts in the sense of that they get frustrated with you or mad or make a scene or something like that when you call them ugly, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they get mad. Out of all the videos I did, only two people knew that they was ugly,
Mm.
and they was like, being ugly. It's been. Some people say it's been great. They get what's for them. Uh, they get women that's for them, opportunities that's for them being ugly. And that's only two people out of the 50 to 60 videos I done interviewed people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, why are all these people want to be beautiful?
Mhm.
Beauty is not even all that good, because some of the worst things in the world can happen to you when you mess with somebody beautiful
Mhm.
or achieve something that you think is beautiful. It might be the worst thing in the world. Some it's more valuable to be ugly, but nobody want to see that.
Okay. Can I ask or I have two comments just to get perspective so I have a little bit more understanding?
Yeah.
So, one thing, how are you basing your judgment of ugly? Is it something that you're just going by the typical stereotypes of American culture or around the world or through different decades of time? Or are you just going off your own perceived view of what is beautiful? Because they do say beauty is subjective. And I'm not judging what you say is beauty or not. I'm just wanting to understand.
Yeah, it's more of a worldly. The first one you said,
Mm.
like the world's view on beauty, because a lot of people don't say it. Like I used to be an actor,
Hmm.
um, and I would audition for different things, and then they would get these people who look so-called more marketable. That's what they use. Oh, this person's more marketable. You
Right.
know?
That's how they be nice, right?
Right.
No, I understand.
But really, saying marketable doesn't make you feel better. It still feel like you calling me ugly.
Mhm.
It's the same energy. Just because you change the word up, it still feel the same way. So I'm like, I'm just gonna be ugly, and I'm gonna build my own ugly fan base, and I'm gonna be the greatest, ugliest person in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and it's more actually because they say marketing, and the way that you're perceiving it is that I'm ugly, but I think in just a more broader sense, maybe it's just like I'm not good enough, or I didn't meet your expectations, and whatever that is, I'm just gonna put it on that you said I'm not pretty enough, and that's why you cast me out. It could have been too maybe a lack of skills of like this particular role, or maybe you just didn't fit the part essentially, you know. So I'm just curious of why you specifically go down that path of just ugly is what I take from that, and now I'm gonna do my own thing towards like the ugliness of the world and a documentary thing. Like, can you explain?
Yeah, because are you learning? Oh yeah, Tanaka, I'm learning. But so I've been on a couple shows or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but I just noticed in the entertainment world, as far as like the film acting world, they only let you get so far if you're not either know somebody in the industry or you really don't have this look that they're looking for. You know, I've been in the room like where it was me and just another person just going, back and forth, but they chose him because he looked better or something, or his eyes was blue and his teeth were straighter, and you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like that's why I say like it's more so they really go off of looks a lot of times, unless you just know somebody in that industry.
Right. And just to shed
But
some perspective too of just like at the end of the day, it's a business, and if we're all being adults here, we understand sex sells, and so if they're trying to fill like a particular criteria,
yeah,
it
yeah,
is what it is, and that's where you got to kind of change that separation of like this isn't me, this is a business they're running, no hard feelings, just like if you got fired because they got to show profits for their shareholders. It wasn't that Becky that worked there for 50 years wasn't a good enough worker. It was just the fact that we got to show profit somewhere, so we got to cut a salary. Sorry. You see what I'm saying? Does that make
hmm,
sense?
yeah, yeah. That make a
Gotcha.
lot of sense. Yeah, yeah. That make a lot of sense. Um, yeah, that make a lot of sense. I do want to give people like a look, like if I can call myself ugly and become this big, you know, famous person or whatever, it still be like on in interviews, like, oh, I know I'm ugly. Like that's a kind of confidence,
Hmm.
and it's taking the power away from the word. Because I think it's very powerful in the world, and when people hear it, it's like it immediately feels like they've been shot by a bullet.
Hmm.
And I just want to take that power out of the word and just being out here, just being like, oh, I'm ugly. I know I'm ugly. I'm cool being ugly. And like, not so in a hurtful way, but just like, I want to be the first image of like people not caring about how that word is being
Yeah, I
found.
mean, I think
Yeah.
what you're talking about is very similar to like maybe like a David Bowie, a little unorthodox, and he's not the typical
Yeah.
idea of like beauty, but exact kind of thing, right? Right? Is that what you're looking for, kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Gotcha, gotcha. I really
Yep.
definitely understand where you're coming from. I completely understand that, and I think some of your style too. You definitely got a sense of style too. I mean, the glasses match the scarf and everything. It looks great.
Yeah.
Or I guess
Yeah. Yeah.
collar. I can't really tell from my end.
Oh, yeah. It's a collar, but
Collar,
yeah.
yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
What's the worst? That's what's up, man. So you do this every day?
So I try to. I actually have a full-time job. I have to work on the side or whatever. But when I have my days off, I typically spend at least 3 hours trying to talk to strangers or just listening to strangers. And I feel like it makes a big difference. And if it doesn't, that's my own stupidity, and I'll find the hard way that it was a waste of time. But it makes me joyful and excited and passionate about this to hopefully make a difference, because I grew up with a lot of suffering myself and being ugly to the normal standards with like rosy red cheeks that are fat, and I would indulge with food and stuff like that. Didn't had father issues, all these different things in my life. And I feel like if I just had somebody that would listen or have guidance, I would never got in trouble with the law or, made rash decisions and take outlashing, projecting to other people in a way. Does that make sense?
It make a lot of sense. Yeah, it make a lot of sense. And you know what's crazy? We've been talking this whole time, and you haven't asked me to battle one time, and that's so authentic of you. That's
Oh,
so real.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. And
Like
that's
that's
yeah, go ahead.
you're a real person.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. It really does.
Wow, that I mean, I don't really run into stuff like that. So what I want to do, which is not big right now, but I'm gonna be really, 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 really big one day,
I believe it.
and I want you to save this video and use it on your platforms.
Okay. And
'Cause
also, real quick, sir, just to hopefully my authenticity, I
yeah,
also like to talk to people. And if we can have a good conversation like we have had, I always ask
mhm.
for consent before I have the post on social media, because I feel like
Oh
consent's a
yeah,
big thing that's dying with the social media like status type thing. They go out in public and they do these pranks on people, and it's
yeah,
it's terrible. And so, if you
hmm,
want me to post this video, I'll be more than happy to. And at some point in time, I'll clip it to YouTube and onto TikTok as well to try to grow the platform as well. Because again,
yeah,
all we
yeah,
are is just two adults, especially us are being men and having these emotions and talking about things. We're all just humans at the end of the day, and that's all we're trying to explain is that, hey, we're all suffering in some sort of fashion. Why do we have to hold it in, have these masks, project our insecurities on other people, and that kind of sense, if that makes sense?
yeah. It make a lot of sense. You got my consent, man. Yeah,
Awesome. Thank you so
you got
much.
my consent, man. Use the video. It was a great pleasure talking to you and stuff like that. And yeah, man.
Definitely. I'll give you a follow too. And then also, if you want, do you know when your documentary is going to come out, or it's going to be on something you can put on YouTube? I mean, I'd love you to have access to check it out. It'd be interesting to see what your art is.
Yeah, so it's hilarious Marcus on all platforms.
Let me write that down. Give
On
me one sec. Or is it on this one? That's right there, the same name.
Yeah, same
Okay,
name. Yeah,
gotcha.
on all platforms. So Instagram is my biggest platform right now. And I'm building my other ones like TikTok and YouTube and things like that. But the full 25-minute documentary is on YouTube. But I do have clips on my TikTok and
That you
Instagram.
must be a genius then, because that's the same idea I had. If like you do kind of like a trailer, quick snippet on your TikTok,
Yeah,
it's a short content, and they go to the full episodes on your YouTube.
full episode. Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be successful for sure. I'm sure this clip will resonate somewhere way down in the
Mhm.
future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you
Remember
so much
those.
for sharing, man. It was a pleasure talking to you.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Take it easy.
Johnson.
Johnson.
All right, cool, cool, cool.